A bit more,
to put it mildly.
Extra point forthcoming. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked, down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
14.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 53 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is in. Touchdown, New England. taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They go play action with Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948. Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl. The tuck roll,
didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Was that 82?
That was 82. And the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Patriots are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. It's caught. Smith. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. To throw on 3rd down. Jones got his man. It's Thornton. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Jones on 1st down. And apparently not liking what was taking place, so he'll just tuck it and take the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. He's got Smith here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this 1st half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
36 pounds.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult 1st half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's Wilson. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Wilson. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to Stevenson on 1st down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Jones. He'll go underneath here to Stevenson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the counter, it's Stevenson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 94 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now Jones throwing on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Jones throw there, taken in by Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Stevenson. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and now it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw finding Thornton over the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Jones. toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
120 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Jones got his tight end. That's complete. That's Smith. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points. And following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. There, they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he will have a Broncos 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Jones now on 1st and 10. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 38, Jones. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain an 11-point spread. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down trying in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
To throw again is Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
14.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Wilson will throw again. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. So 4th down, Wilson goes to the sidelines, and on comes Jason Myers for the field goal try. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now Jones. Smith catches left side. And they're going to get this up to midfield. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run once more with Stevenson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Running left is Stevenson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But Man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go do the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Thornton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now they send a man in motion right. Now it looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. The quick slant caught. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Forced out to his left. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Patriots have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future.